Reviews are a cornerstone of modern media. It's a place where people can give their honest thoughts and opinions on things from books to TV shows and even live performances. Of course, there are many platforms for people to give these reviews, whether that be Google or IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes, all with their advantages and disadvantages. However, they pale in comparison to the might, nay, the genius of Steam reviews. Only the smartest, most genius gamers on the planet can write Steam reviews. That's a lie. I've played Destiny 2 for a long time now, and yet I have no formulated opinion on the game. I need to rectify that. So let's see what the experts have to say on the Steam community boards. I'm sure I will only find very thoughtful and constructive criticism. It's very much not. So subscribe and strap in, and let's take a deep dive into the Destiny 2 Steam review page. Oh my. That's, I ain't reading all that. Sorry that happened, or happy for you. When you look down, you can see your legs. Hey, good on him, at least he escaped. Most expensive free game I've ever played. Relatable. You have to spend what, like $800 on this game just to get all the content? It's kind of insane. But hey, I don't have anything better to do with my money. Who needs to pay taxes anyway? It's like Coke, but it costs more and gives you depression. 1,121 hours on record. That makes sense. All right, here's someone with an actual review. I'm not looking for that. I don't care. 1,900 hours on record. The review, they fixed an issue where players enjoy the game. The community did that for you, buddy. Bungie did not have to do anything to make players hate Destiny. The players just decided that they hated Destiny one day, and it has not been the same since. This game is basically robots, smurfs, and humans all being given immortality by a giant ping pong ball in order to fight the forces of the evil geometry. Look, we all think geometry is evil. I think this is just a personification of that. I'm surprised I didn't make the final shape a pyramid, because I hated those things. Pyramids were the worst. My gosh. Anybody who's been through geometry, respect. Only play it if you have friends. Otherwise, suffer in pain like me. 2,317 hours on record. Oh, he's not kidding about the suffering and pain part. Oh my goodness. Crab Rave Activision is gone. Okay, buddy. October 1st, 2019. Yep, that checks out. Free to play, but not free to enjoy. 2,274 hours on record. My homie. Free to play, but not free to enjoy. Let's go. Actually, I stole that sentence from this guy the first time I read all the Steam reviews. Free to play, pay to enjoy. Yes, it's a movement now. I'm sorry, Destiny 2. It's time we broke up. You've ruined my life, wasted my time with worthless grinding, and made me into an addict. Now, I can't stand you without thinking of all the glorious times we had spent together. Goodbye, Destiny. I'll see you again in 15 minutes. We're all stuck on a loop, bro. Like, we literally will, like, or at least I know I will. I'll close the game, do something else, come back and open the game. I've already finished everything I need to do today. I just opened the game out of habit. It's literally a problem. We are all addicts. If you say you're not an addict to Destiny 2, you either will be or you're lying. I hate Destiny. It's my favorite game. I'm sure that's not a joke I'll see 1,000 times today. I'm sure that's not a joke I'll see 1,000 times today. Fun in-game content, but the start for new players is terrible. This is an actual review that I kind of actually want to talk about. Ever since they deleted the Red War content, there's really no like explanation on things. You kind of just get like plop down on the Cosmodrome and you're like, all right, go have fun, I guess. So I would hope that they would add some stuff for new players. I know they have a big enough old player base that kind of understands the mechanics of the game already, but with how much new content they've added, it would make sense for them to add in some more new player stuff. But now you just kind of get slammed with everything, especially since they unlocked mods and they're unlocking more and more stuff for Lightfall to make build crafting easier. It's just going to get harder and harder for young players to come into the game and be like, oh, I wonder what this game is, and get smacked over the face. That's going to be hard for them to handle. So I think they should add some stuff to help, you know, younger players out. But honestly, they make enough money anyways, so why would they? I bought this game at full price every 6 months for 4 years. Also relatable. Destiny going free to play was, I think, one of the best decisions they could have made, so they didn't have to make all this DLC free. But at the same time, I find it kind of funny that we literally just buy the same game again every single year, but it just has a little more content in it. But hey, I mean, you get more than enough for your hours. Look at this guy. Ooh. Game's terrible. I play it all the time. 4,000 hours? 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 I hate Destiny 2. It's my favorite game. This game got me out of League of Legends. That's not much of an upgrade, buddy. Stuck playing this for eternity. 4,300 hours. Oh my gosh, go outside. Holy crap. Removing the main campaign basically makes this game a horrible experience for new players. I mentioned this again earlier, but yeah, they kind of removed the chunk of the game that was introductory. I don't think that actually sunsetting content is bad, but they sunset the wrong content. Like, they got rid of all the raids and locations, but they also got rid of all the story. And yet some of the locations are still in the game. Like, there's, you know, you can still go there, but they kept all the strikes, and they deleted, I don't know, they just deleted some really weird stuff that you wish they would have kept, and then kept some stuff that we didn't really need, if that makes any sense. But, you know, could be worse. We could be playing Overwatch. I play Overwatch. I am mentally ill. 4,000 hours. It's like a dating app, but it just reminds you of how lonely you are. 1,200 hours on record. If you're looking for a relationship repellent, Destiny 2 seems to be the way to go. You can also not take showers, but this way is a lot easier and more hygienic. Why am I still playing this? I hate it, but it's so good. I hate this game with a burning passion. 8.5 out of 10 would recommend. Only 178 hours on record, though. Let's see. What was in their past week? Last 2 weeks, they escaped, guys. They got out. They did it. They broke the cycle. I wish I could do that. I hate this game. I play it all the time. I told you I'd see this joke 1,000 times. Please, Bungie, I can pay you everything I have. Just please let us change face appearance after creating a character. Please, I can't handle being so ugly. I beg you, I need to take my helmet off. That's another thing that I've noticed with a bunch of like super new players. They make a character and they hate the face, and then they realize they can't change it. So they either just have to wipe their character or they have to just deal with it. Face changing would be very nice, and I know a couple people I'm friends with would very much like it if they would add beards. So character customization, that could be something in Destiny updates in the future. Before I played Destiny, I was lonely, had no girlfriends, no friends. I was always the last one to get picked in soccer practice. These things haven't changed, but the game is still pretty awesome. 1,660 hours on record. I salute you, good soldier. We all were the same. Are the same. You're right, it hasn't changed at all. The perfect description of a toxic relationship. I'd say this more for the actual community of Destiny than the game, because the game really isn't all that like bad, but people have a super negative perception of it because other people have a negative perception of it, and because those people have a negative perception of it, we all have a negative perception of it. It's kind of a weird cycle. I think it's also why the narratives around Destiny flip in a second. It's just because people will just have an opinion, and then everyone has that opinion. A content creator says something and everyone has to say that thing. It's kind of a toxic relationship in that way, where it's a positive feedback loop of where something happens and another thing happens, another thing happens, another thing happens, another, and it's kind of eating itself alive, and it gets on my nerves. But I mean, I'm not going to single-handedly save this community, so y'all got to figure that out on your own. Cutting out half the game's content that I paid, then charging for reskins isn't very poggers. I get where this guy's coming from. You know, they removed a lot of content, but at the same time, paying for reskins, I saw people being very mad at the Lightfall weapons for being reskins, but I mean, that's what most of the weapons in this game are. They pretty much all work off of the same model base, unless it's an exotic. I mean, these people will probably be very mad once they figure out what funnel web is. Every time I start this game, I become depressed. 10 out of 10. Yeah, it's a trap, I swear. 1,200 hours on record. He didn't make it out, guys. I just wish the add-ons didn't cost so much. Otherwise, I would buy them to continue the story. That's another thing. So the DLC makes sense to be $60 on launch because it is the size of a new game. Like, it is a ton of content, a whole new location, a new raid. I wish the seasons were included when you bought the expansion, but the old campaigns should definitely be like very cheap, if not free at this point. I think it should be something like first year they're 60, second year they're 30, third year they're 10, and then after that point they're free, because who's gonna want to buy something $60 that's super old and everyone's already been through and everyone's already done all the activities? You're kind of already ahead of light level already. Just because what else are people going to do? I mean, they're going to want to obviously have content to play, but if that content is super expensive and people have already played it, then there's no point. Get gun, use gun, suffer in Crucible, repeat. Suffering is tenfold right now, buddy. Let's see. 3 hours in the last 2 weeks? Yeah, you ain't really feeling it the same way we are. Developed anger issues from this game. Yeah, I'm concerned for some of these people's kids. I hate it, but I can't stop playing. He stopped playing! He did it! Yes! Give him a round of applause, guys. He did it. Let's go. Another one has escaped the Matrix. That makes me happy inside. I want Marasoft to stomp me. Yep. Let's just... I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. I think I need a bath.
Your time is up.